How would you recap the summer for college football?
Oh, wow. I will say this year, July 4th weekend was quiet, which is unlike the last 5 years. So we had the chance to celebrate July 4th without the cell phone in hand. But certainly a time of change. I think the pressures that are there. I saw Jack last week. I expressed my disappointment. I was not on set in Dublin with you and Will Ferrell, but we'll do it by Zoom. And he expressed a perspective. I probably wouldn't describe it quite with those same terms, but it's a time of change, a time of pressure, a time that has a level of discomfort across college football and really, I think, all of college sports.
In case people, what the commissioner is referring to, Jack Swarbrick, the athletic director at Notre Dame, had this to say 2 weeks ago in Ireland. Can you sum up what's happened with college football in the last, where would you start?
Complete disaster.
How did we get here, Jack?
I wish I knew. And listen, I'm not, everybody in the industry has to take responsibility here. I'm not excluding myself from that. I think the decision-making has lost its way in terms of the focus on the student athlete and what's primarily best for them. But we are where we are, and we have to try and make it work. I mean, we've been pretty vocal in the past month about we need to find a home for Stanford and Cal. That you can't have two of the great academic institutions in the world not have a place to play.
How do you think Jack got to this bottom line there?
Well, I thought his follow-on comment was really important. The observations about shared responsibility, about decision-making. We all look at reality from our perspectives, and the Southeastern Conference has made decisions over the last few years, the addition of Oklahoma and Texas, for example, that actually did contemplate the student-athlete experience, our ability to add 95 miles to our geography, but elevate our competitive experience, bring in national champions, and challenge ourselves. But we've historically been slow to adapt in college athletics. That's not new. That's not like this decade's or this generation's issue. We now have a set of external pressures that I think are part of Jack's observation that create the discomfort. So we have state legislatures making laws and dictating how we will run athletic programs. We have interest from Congress. I'm not clear that there's a commitment to help restore a national standard. We have change in the NCAA. I've appreciated Charlie Baker, but we're still dealing with a bureaucracy that is slow to adapt to modern realities. And at the same time, on our campuses and in our conference office, we have to adapt to those modern realities every day. So, Dan, I think that's a combination of frustration you heard, but also the change that's inherent in our society right now.